Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back, everyone, and today I want to talk about the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder by NECA. Now, I ordered all 4 of these turtles and Shredder off of NECA. Yeah, I got the free shipping. They sent me Michelangelo, which you guys have checked out on this channel already, and I got Leonardo and Shredder. So, taking a look at Shredder today. Here is the beautiful box. Lovely artwork of the Shredder on here from that cartoon. Love the fact that the way they did the detail of the burn in his face, his kabuto, the blades that he has on him, his armor, everything for the Shredder. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful box artwork. Then on the side we have Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder is number 6 in the line. Of course, we have the back alleyway, and then here's a little bit of a thing for you to read if you want to. And then over here we have some side art, and I don't have them all in yet, but you have the Shredder right there, and it looks like a foot soldier jumping off the rooftop. Then opening it up in classic, we have the foot symbol here, and then of course the Shredder and the Utrom, or the Krang they're called in this version of the cartoon. Let's get him out of the box and let's talk about him. All right, so here we have Shredder, and let me tell you something. When it comes to this figure, he is a gorgeous looking figure straight out of the cartoon. Right here, NECA has done a fabulous job when it comes to it, and let's take a look at this guy. So here we have him with his kabuto on, and we have him with his face underneath. You can see the burn right here on the side of his face, and his regular eye, the eye that's been damaged. Beautiful shoulder gauntlets. Love the way they did the silver paint on his chest plate, and then his gauntlets on his arms. Nicely done with the blades and everything. Big and boxy, just like the way they were in the cartoon. And then down to his guards on his feet. Nicely done. Beautiful paint job. Beautiful blades going all the way around. Giant robotic like canisters that he has going around on his legs. And then on the back, you can see the circle that actually holds all his armor onto him here, like a traditional samurai type setup. And then we have the back of the kabuto here. Beautifully done when it comes to the detail that they have done with this figure. And it's cool because if you actually take a look underneath here of the shoulder gauntlets, you can see where the straps come to hold this on, and then wrapping around, you can see where it would hold his chest plate on and then go also through here as well. Now, beautiful sash right here, along with the metal that's on there, and then also down onto the side for the armor. Nicely done. Now, does this slip off? Yes, it does, to reveal that beautiful face only a mother can love underneath. So just gently, try not to pull onto this, because if you do, it'd probably pull it off. So I would say gently kind of pull it off, and then here you go. You can have him holding his helmet without it being on, and that's actually a cool little addition. And then you have this face sculpt. Look at this face sculpt. Now you could tell that his battle with Amato Yoshi and that fire when he stole Miwa, you can see the damage that it did to his face. Right here where it's not burned, here where it is burned, everything on him that's damaged. Even on the back of his head, you have burn marks here, his ear, everything. So yeah, I mean, even his nose is damaged and flat and whatnot, just like it was in the cartoon. So that's his serious head sculpt right there, which is pretty cool. And then, like I said, you can slide this on and off. Now, mine seems to be a little bit warped on the inside here, but that could just be mine. And yeah, we'll go over the cons and the pros of this figure, which figure is absolutely gorgeous, I think. I don't have an issue with it whatsoever. I took his cape off because of the fact that I just didn't want to have it on there when I started showing off the detail of the figure itself, because of everything that goes on to, you know, that the detail that's on his back. I just didn't want it to be lost. Now, when it comes to this figure, he comes with a few accessories, which we're going to go over here right now. But before we do, I just want to say, right here's the cape. You have the wire, and the wire just kind of, you're going to have to kind of lift his helmet up just a little bit. And then you're just going to kind of slide this in. I did it off camera. You slide, you have to slide it in under here to get it on. And then, here, you know what? Maybe if I take the helmet off. So I remove the helmet. All right. Mine seems a little, I don't know if it's warped or if that's just the way they made it or what, but anyway. Bring it up like this to the back of his neck. Bring it down underneath the shoulder guards or pauldrons, whatever you want to call them, and then pull it back. I got one side that worked, the other side it did not, doesn't want to go on. So I must be doing something wrong, or I'm just, because I'm trying to do it on camera, it's not working for me. There it goes. Just feed it under there. There you go. And then there you go, you have his cape on him. Not bad, not bad at all. So there you go, it's on there. Mine seems to be kind of flipped around. Maybe I did flip it around, I don't know. Doesn't, but it's on there. There it sits, but one side seems to be curling under more than the other. Why? I don't know why. Don't know why. There it goes. I just had it kind of pinched underneath there. But anyway, that's how that's going to sit. Just like that. And then add his Kabuto back on. And then there you go. You have him with his cape on him. Which is cool, because that's the way he comes. So, you know, just kind of leave him like that. But anyway, let's get in and take a look at this guy's accessories, because he comes with a few things. And I want to go over them real quick and talk about these guys. So, just real quick, he comes with not only just the 2 fists on his hands, but he comes with a set of open hands, along with the nice little nubs on the back of his knuckles right there. And then you have his weapon holding hands, or just holding hands for whatever you need to have them do. And they all have nice little studs on the back of his knuckles right there for the figure. And then, not only that, but he comes with a neutron. Or, I should say a Krang, like it is in this cartoon. So, here you have your Krang. He is not articulated whatsoever, but nice little detail underneath. Love the fact the way they did the green eyes, the expression, everything. Now, this tendril is out like this, and the other one's wrapped around. Because if you don't remember, when they actually got one, he was always holding it like this, carrying it. So I'll see if he can actually do that, if he can actually hold on to it. But otherwise, it's just a stagnant little figure, and if you want it to sit, it's going to sit kind of like that. So why they did it like that, maybe because that's the way it was supposed to be, like he's holding it, because it kind of looks like he's in, you know, not too happy expression on his face. Anyway, and then we have his alternate head, his angry head. And this one, because it has an expression on it, I would have it where he wasn't wearing his helmet. You can have him sitting on a throne if you have one, but either way, angry expression. And then this one here, he has a bit of a nose instead of just like the other one where you just see kind of the nostrils on there, and then the burns on his face along with everything else. So yeah, not bad at all. Nice little added head sculpt. And then next we have the blades that go into his hands. And yeah, so and these plug in. So you just take the figure like so, and you go and you gently plug these guys in. And I have not done this yet, so which therefore I don't know if they go a certain way or what, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know if I have the right, okay, there we go. There we go. Bend his hand down a little bit. Give him his like Wolverine type style going on there. They do, I think they do plug in a certain way because of the way the blades go. Just plug them in gently. That's all I can say about that. And then this middle one that comes out. Don't know how you should do this. I don't know if you should do the bigger one first or then the other two second. I don't know how they're supposed to sit. but it looks like the bigger one goes underneath, and then the longer ones are over the top of it. So I guess it would go something like that. I don't know how well I did that on camera, but I thought the bigger one went over. But the way they sit, they don't sit to the point where they are going to stay underneath this bigger blade that comes out right here. So I'm going to do the other one off camera to get it set in, make sure I got everything right real quick, and then we'll continue. So I got these plugged in, and definitely you want to put these in first, then this one over the top, because it just gently sits over there, so that way it's not pushing them out or anything. So I kind of had that incorrect where I had these going over it, because I actually thought that's what happened. These went over the top, or that one went over the top. So yeah, there you go. You can have them with his blades out or in. I am not having an issue with any of these coming out like some other people have. I do have an issue with this elbow here. I'll have to heat it up. It's seized up, will not move. This one works just fine, so the double joints work fine on that one. A little stiff, but otherwise they work. But even if you don't use the double joints, you have that single joint right there that you can use, because the double joint really doesn't do much anyway for it. You have to really struggle to get this to move. And as you can see, it's very stiff. Even now, after I already heated it up and got it to move, it doesn't want to move. So I'm not going to force it. But anyway, yeah, you can get them to move. But mine, especially this one, is seized up. This one here is just harder to move. It will move, but it's just harder to move. Now, as far as his leg articulation, I didn't have an issue. You just bring his leg here and then just kind of bend it, and it comes up. So yeah, I wouldn't put pressure on these because you might snap them off. So kind of hold off to the side, whatever the case, and then bring his leg back. As far as him being able to do the splits, that's about as far as he can go. Once again, NECA articulation, so keep that in mind, because it's only going to move, have so much to be able to work with. Now, it's beautiful, beautiful figure. Can you have him doing a kick? Yeah, you can. Is it going to be a great kick? Not so much, because of the way the articulation is, but he is also kind of stiff from all the armor he has on him. So, but either way, you could probably get him into a little mediocre pose where he's kind of, you know, doing something. And that's the other thing too, when you start moving them around, you got to be careful where you're pushing when it comes to the wire, because this wire then tends to want to push out and not stay where it needs to stay. So yeah, definitely I think it's some missed opportunity, considering the fact that Michelangelo was fabulous the way that he moved. But then again, when you have all this armor on Shredder, you pretty much can just put him however you need to put him, as far as having him sit on a throne if you have a throne, or whatever the case, because even though he did fight in the cartoon, he really didn't get down and dirty that much. I mean, he did, but he didn't, so to speak. He had everybody doing it for him. So definitely you can still, he's still good to stand on the shelf and have there. Do I think they did a beautiful job with this figure? Absolutely. Does it come with some pretty cool things? Yes. Do I wish that the cape had a bit of a wire running through it? Yeah, I mean, that would have been cool. I think it might have been a little bit difficult considering the wire that's holding it there. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't do it. I don't know. Do I have some of the issues that some other people are having with the figure? No. Just the one elbow. That's it. And then that one being a little bit stiffer than the other. But overall, I mean, it's a great looking figure. That's for sure. Now, I think when you go to pop the hands off, you might want to, you know, you're going to have all this stuff out. I think, you know, holding on the sides here is the best part of popping out those hands, because I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to remove them if you don't hold it here and you kind of try to hold it here. You're going to probably snap these off, so I wouldn't try doing that. Like I said, when you try to lift the helmet off, don't hold it here, because you probably would snap that off. And watch these up here too, because they're very stiff. They're not pliable. So, you know, you don't want to mess them up. But anyway, he comes with some interesting things. And like I said, as far as the Utrom, you know, you're probably holding him like this. So, yeah, if you give me a second, actually what I'll do is I'm going to try and do this off camera. I'll pop off that hand, and then I will have him holding him. Okay, so here's the Krang being held up by Shredder right there in his hand. You know, he'll hold him. That's cool. But yeah, definitely a cool figure. Definitely awesome to see. Do I think there was some missed opportunity when it came to this figure, just like I said with Michelangelo? Yeah, yes I do. I think there are just a little bit when it comes to maybe a couple of here's and there's when it comes to the articulation. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just my opinion. Do I think it's cool that he comes with all the accessories, the alternate head and stuff like that? Yes, I think that's cool. Do I think that, yeah, they should have made it to where his joints weren't so tight when it came to the double jointed elbows? Yes. Everything else is good. I'm not having a lot of issues like some other people are with them. But that's mine. Besides the elbows, that's about it. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, great looking figure. You can pose him like that where he's holding him. As you can see, you get him with his blades out, whatever the case. You get him into some, you won't get him in dynamic poses, but you'll get him into some sort of pose. So with that being said, let's see how he looks compared to a couple other figures. Here is the Mirage Comics Worms of Madness Oroku Saki, and then the Worms of Madness Shredder. All the same, but as you can see, they fit all together very nicely. So not just 2012 animation to put them with, you can put them wherever you want. So that's cool too, that he fits in with the line, or the scale I should say. But either way, you can do whatever you want to do with them. I mean, that's if you have them. Now I know some people are having a hard time getting them. Hopefully you pick them up. Are they cool? Yeah, people are, you know, after this line because they are big fans of the 2012 line, which is actually really cool because it's a cross between the actual Mirage comic version of the Turtles with, you know, a little bit of the 87 type, also with a little bit of the movie kind of, so to speak, in a roundabout way. But yeah, the way they've done it really, really well. Because originally Splinter is a rat who gets mutated, and in this cartoon, he gets turned into, from a human into a rat, just like it was in the 87 cartoon. So that's what I mean by the mixture of it. So but they did a very good job. If you have not seen it, like I said, go on to Netflix and you'll be able to watch the first, I think 2 seasons are on there. But yeah, check it out. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. Please like, subscribe, share. Always leave a comment down below. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And I'll catch you all on the flippity flip.